Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Aquarian Mind podcast. Today's podcast, episode number 105. I'm your host, Jamel Crothers. It's Book Insight Friday, and I'm not delving into a book today. You guys thought you guys were getting a book today. No, you're not. Sorry. But I am going to talk about how staying mentally focused when it comes to my writing and how I stay mentally focused when I do write. And top 5 of how to stay focused. Number 1, eliminating distractions. Number 2, your focus is like a muscle. Train it. Number 3, do it first thing in the morning. Number 4, have a plan. Number 5, take regular breaks. Number 3, I don't follow that. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I am not the do it first thing in the morning. No, that doesn't happen. I kind of just enjoy the view from my window for a while. I do my little praying thing. I talk to my mama, so no, first thing in the morning, no, that's not my thing. But anyway. So with social media, television, and a plethora of other things to distract us, we all can lose mental focus on, what we're doing in the moment. And I'm not going to lie. I get distracted from time to time when I'm working on a book or a project. So how do I stay mentally focused? For starters, I'm thinking of the end goal, publishing the book. Along with that, I'm determining my future through my mental focus. So, in a nutshell, my habits determine how far I'll go and, whether or not I'll finish the book that I'm working on. So I am guilty of taking a break from my writing and going on social media and looking at TikTok videos. But I know somewhere along the lines, I'm looking at my laptop and going, well, I got to end this fun. I can look at TikTok videos later. I got to get back to writing. So no matter what's going on in my life, I always pretty much set a time frame and deadline for when I want to finish a book, especially if I have other projects that I have to get to and work on. So sticking to the game plan for me is the name of the game. So I like to put a time frame on a lot of books that I'm working on, especially like if I'm working on a book series. Now, as you're listening to this, I'm working on a 12-book series that, I'm publishing in 2023, right? So during the summer is when I really write a lot of my content. And it's for good reason. One, the weather is good. The mental focus is better. There really aren't as many distractions on television because TV shows are off. There's only baseball on as far as sports that I love, and I don't watch baseball every single day, so that's another thing. But I have cut down a lot on, watching basketball and football. I kind of watch it in spurts because I know I have content to work on. So, these are the things that contribute to allowing my mental focus to be there. And the key to accomplishing pretty much everything is definitely understanding yourself, your purpose, and finishing the task at hand. So you have to think to yourself, okay, I know that I have these distractions that are going to keep me from getting to the projects that I need to work on. So that could be family or friends, right? So let's just say you're married and you have children, right? And you've got to take care of all of these responsibilities, right? So if you have young kids, you got to work on, making sure they do the homework, bathing them, dinner, all that stuff. Get them to bed. And your significant other, they get to bed. And then you have that time to work on some things. So maybe between 10 p.m. and 12 midnight, you get to do whatever you need to do as far as your work. That's what I'm talking about in regards to accomplishing things that you want to and also understanding yourself that all of these people around you are going to be a distraction. Now, let's just say you're by yourself, like me, right? I know that I have to get through texting whoever, talking to my mom and saying, okay, all right, we'll talk tomorrow, that kind of thing. Once I eliminate that, then I'm in good shape. Then I can go to the lounge, sit, do my work, do what I need to do, and then I'm done for the day. Sometimes I go 2 hours, sometimes I go 2.5, sometimes I go 3. It just depends. It depends on how my body feels, depends on how my day went with my full-time job. All the factors that, you have to do. And yes, I do understand myself. And I know that certain days I can record 3 podcasts pre-recorded. And some days I can do 6 and some days I can do 9. It just depends on what I'm working on. So sometimes if I'm in the middle of writing a book and then editing another book, I know that I'm not going to really have the dedicated time to sit and record a myriad of podcasts all at one time. You see what I'm saying? So those are the things that allow me to stay mentally focused on when I'm writing and when I'm recording or whatever I am working on, right? So I will say that it's never easy with the way this world is structured currently, with getting your goals accomplished and finishing things that you need to finish. But I always ask myself, how bad do I want it? How much do I want to accomplish and achieve? And when I answer those questions, well, that's pretty much what's keeping me going. Now, books are not easy to write. I'll tell you that right now. And for me, some books take longer than others. But in the end, it's yours. And you get to share it with the world. So for me, I've got to make it a masterpiece. I've got to make it the vision that I have in my head. And lately, my writing's been going great. I've been on this pace of like writing 3 chapters a day and really like immersing myself into things and writing, a lot of these chapters in ways I didn't think I was gonna write it. And I'm like, wow, you are a bad man. But those are the things that get me excited. And I love my journey and I want you to love yours. So if you are an aspiring entrepreneur or you're a writer or you're a content creator or you're in the arts or you're striving for something big career-wise in corporate America, whatever it is, whatever gets you to jump out of your bed every morning, what I will tell you is to always be true to who you are, to understand yourself, and to know that no one can really do what you do. No one can walk in your shoes. No one can live the life that you live. No one can experience the things that you experience. No one can think the way you think. And that is something that I continually live by. That a lot of people don't get why I write the books that I do. A lot of people don't understand why I'm so focused on all of these social issues. And that's okay. It's not the end of the world for me. Because I know that there are millions of other people who are going to understand why I do what I do. And those are the people that you want to have around you. Those are the people that you want to push you to be great. And for me, when I talk to my best friends, especially there's like one best friend that I talk to, and when I tell him it's time to write, I got to get some writing done, he knows what time it is, and he tells me, all right, bro, go do what you got to do, man. Holla at me tomorrow. And that's how it goes. So, I don't want to sit here on Book Insight Friday every week and talk about a book that I've written and all that. I kind of want to share other aspects of this writing journey with me. I mean, with you. Sorry. And I want you guys to know that there's a lot that goes into me writing. There's a lot that goes into me staying mentally focused. There's a lot of discipline and consistency that I have in order to create the content that I do. And yes, I do take time off. I do take off 2 to 3 months at a time to kind of break away from things. Sometimes I'll go read books, and sometimes I'll go, experience things in the world, and sometimes I'll go be around people that may trigger an idea for me. Um, so that's just kind of how I go about my journey, and it's been working. And as they say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And with that said, that's my podcast for today. I thank you guys for listening as always. Be good, everyone, and go accomplish your goals.